For as long as I can remember, I've exhibited, shall we say, masculine qualities. The way I speak is direct and to the point. I deal better with cold, hard facts and information than with touchy-feely talk or emotions. I tend to be far more interested in abstract ideas than people. In school, I excelled at math and physics, but struggled with even simple artistic assignments. From a young age, it was made clear to me that this was not typical for girls. I was supposed to enjoy playing dress-up, making arts and crafts, and be naturally sensitive to others. I was failing to deliver, to say the least. Why did I feel so different from the other girls? What was it about me that never seemed to click into place with them? Turns out it was my INTJ personality. I first discovered my Myers-Briggs personality type as a teenager, and I was so thrilled that I read and reread the type's description for days, amazed that someone had managed to dissect the inner workings of my brain that even I couldn't put into words. I was relieved and honestly a little proud to finally understand why I never quite fit in. The INTJ personality type is rare, making up only 2 to 4% of the population. But the INTJ female is thought to be even rarer, comprising only 0.5 to 1% of the population, with INFJ males estimated to also be around 0.5 to 1%, depending on the source. INTJ females are either one of the rarest or possibly even the rarest gender/type combination. As a result, INTJ females tend to be different from other women. We can come across as intimidating, mysterious, and strange, even to fellow INTJs. We don't fit the standards of stereotypical femininity, and we hate being pigeonholed. Admittedly, though, we can be confusing. Here are 5 confessions of this female INTJ. Number 1. I do have feminine qualities. They just aren't obvious. With our combination of dark humor, straightforward communication, and paucity of emotional expression, female INTJs can sometimes come across as so unfeminine that it seems we have no feminine qualities at all. But I do have a feminine side. I love kids, and my favorite job has been as a part-time nanny. When the mood strikes me, I'll even wear makeup. Additionally, INTJs as a whole, both male and female, have a surprisingly sensitive emotional core, and sometimes we experience embarrassing emotional outbursts that we'd rather not talk about. I might come off as a little masculine at times, but I have plenty of feminine qualities too. You just might not see them until you get to know me. Number 2, I really appreciate sensitive men. As a woman who hates being boxed in by stereotypical gender roles, I have a deep appreciation for men who break out of their own roles. Men who are sensitive or feeling personality types, like the INFJ, are my comrades in the same struggle. I have respect for those men who are able to embrace themselves, regardless of what others might think is acceptable for their gender. Plus, my more sensitive guy friends balance out my personality well. Number 3. Sometimes the ways I show affection don't seem affectionate. It's often not in words or hugs that I express my affection for people. When my friends come to me with an emotional problem and don't want to hear a solution, I usually don't know what to do. Instead, my instinct is to show affection through information. By sharing something that I think they might find helpful or interesting, I'm trying to show that I care. Unfortunately, this may come off as cold or unfeeling when that's the opposite of what I intended. Number 4, I'd rather you compliment my ideas than my clothes. Being an INTJ can be lonely. being such a rare type means we don't often find like-minded people. In any relationship, one of the things INTJs crave the most is an intellectual soulmate, someone who appreciates and understands how we think. In other words, we want mutual intellectual respect. The INTJ's desire for intellectual companionship isn't understood well by many other types, but it seems especially difficult for female INTJs to find due to the assumptions many make about women in general. Number 5. I'm trying to be direct, not rude. Another struggle common to INTJs is the miscommunication that occurs when someone takes our straightforward way of speaking as cold, insensitive, or even aggressive. We sometimes have to go out of our way to ensure that we don't come off this way, but again, this hurdle can be all the more trying for women. The assumption that a woman should come off as sensitive and nurturing makes an INTJ female's bluntness all the more troubling to people who may quickly judge her as being rude. If there's one thing I wish I'd been told as a young INTJ girl, it's this: it's okay to be a different kind of woman. There's nothing wrong with you. I often wish that the adults around me had spent a little more time teaching me to leverage my strengths and a lot less time trying to force me to fit in with other girls. There's a lot we INTJ women have to offer the world, whether at work or at home, and I think it's about time that we were allowed to offer it. That's it for this video. Please feel free to share your experiences in the comments below. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to never miss future uploads. And I see you in the next video for a happier, healthier mind.